Hey guys, today I want to show you Screencastify. If you haven't ever used it, it's a great tool to use. It's one of those that our district has purchased the premium for. So I really want to use the things that we buy, so they'll keep buying them for us. So if you haven't used Screencastify, it's a way to record whatever's on your screen. It's what I use to create these videos that I create for you. There are lots of different options on there. To start your journey in Screencastify, you go to screencastify.com and you're going to come up to this page. Now, I already have it installed, so yours is going to, say something like log in with Google or create your Screencastify account. So you would go ahead and do that. And then you can see here that it says already installed, and it's a Chrome extension. So you're going to see it up here on my screen as an extension. It's the little pink arrow with a video camera in the middle of it. But while we're on this screen, I did want to share with you one thing. And if you click under For School and then go to Courses, Screencastify has built in, you can earn badges through them, and they take you through different scenarios to teach you all the features of Screencastify. They're really, really good. I have actually completed myself this Genius one. I don't think, when I started Screencastify, I don't think this one was even available yet. So, but there are different ones you can choose from. This one is an hour. This one's 30 minutes. I did this one that's a 45-minute one. I earned my Genius badge and kind of learned all the ins and outs of Screencastify. I thought this one was pretty cool. This is one students can do to learn. It's exclusively for students, so they can learn how to use Screencastify. And our premium extends to them. It's free for them as well, and it's only a 10-minute video. So I think that's pretty cool if this is something you want to share with your students. So that's where I just wanted to start to show you that is there. And again, to get there, you go to For School and then Courses, and those are listed there. I second want to say I have discovered it is really hard to demonstrate how to use Screencastify because I'm using Screencastify, right? So everything I want to do, it's saying, "Oh, you're already doing it. What are you clicking on?" So I'm going to do my best. I may have to kind of pause and splice some stuff together, but when you're ready to start a video, you're just going to kind of get all your ducks in a row and get all your tabs ready that you want to record. You're going to click your Chrome extension, and let's see. Okay, I'm going to pause here because this is the part where I'm already using it, so it's not giving me all of your options. So I'm going to pause, and then I'll come back in just a second. Okay, resuming here. So what I've done is I've taken screenshots of the steps that I go through, and like I said, when you're ready to record, you're going to click your Chrome extension and you're going to get this window popping up. Now, the very first time you do it, you do have to allow your microphone permission to be used, and you have to allow your webcam to be used. So go ahead and, click whatever you have to do to say yes to those. You do have some options when you're recording, whether you don't have to embed your webcam. Obviously, you can see me here, so I did this time. Just while we're talking about webcam, you can move this around. If this is ever in your way, you can move it anywhere you need to. And you don't have to put it in here. You can make it smaller if you want to be tiny in the screen. So, whatever you're most comfortable with, you can do whichever. Or if you feel like that's going to be distracting, you can take it off. I think the kids like to see us, to be honest with you. So if you're recording this for your students, a lesson, they like seeing your face in there. And I also try to think, we're asking them a lot of times to step out of their comfort zone in the classroom, to present in front of the class or do this or that. So I think this is just kind of a good example of us, demonstrating to them that we might not like to be on the screen, but we do sometimes because, it's what's best. So that's your webcam option. And again, you can move it around anywhere you want. So you have the option of either recording just your browser tab, your desktop, or your webcam only. So I'm going to speak mainly about the difference between the browser tab and the desktop. So the browser tab will only record the very tab that you are on when you start recording. Okay, so if you are recording just like, say, a Google slide, and you're walking the students through the slides and you're talking to them about each slide as you're going along, and you're not going to get out of that Google slide the entire time, then you should use the browser tab option, okay? However, if at any time you're going to take them outside of that Google slide and maybe show them a website or show them a different resource of any kind, then you're going to need to use desktop. Because if you choose browser tab, it literally will only record the very first screen that you're on when you start recording. So just keep that in mind. It depends on what you're doing and what works for you. It seems like most of the time I'm kind of hopping around to different things. So I usually choose desktop. But like I said, if you know you're only going to stay in one tab the entire time, then browser tab's the one you're going to want to use. So notice here it has show more options. So if you click that, you get just a few more options. And the very first time that you set it up, I would click that. And what I like is this countdown. And I chose a 3-second countdown. And what that means is when you click record, or when I click record, a little 3 pops up on my screen, and then a 2, and then a 1, and then I know it's recording. It just kind of gets me ready, and I know when to start talking. So I like that. There are different options. I think you can go from 5 seconds to 0 seconds. And then you have some drawing tool options. But mostly I would do this just to set your little warning that you're ready to record. So you record your video, you're talking about all of your stuff, and then when you're ready to stop, there is a little menu in the bottom that you can press stop on, or you can go back up to your extension and click it, and there's a stop button in there. So a couple different places for you to stop recording. And then when you stop recording, it's going to take just a little bit of time to kind of process your video, and you can rewatch it immediately to see if it's a keeper or not. If it's not a keeper, you can trash it right then. If it is a keeper, there's a rename place right here in Screencastify. I always immediately rename it to whatever I need it to be. And then what I love about it is it's automatically going to put a copy in your Google Drive. So from here, from Screencastify, you can immediately share a link or get a shareable link to post to kids, or whatever you're needing to do, and post it right from your Google Drive. I usually, and I would encourage you to do this as well, I publish it to YouTube, and then I share the YouTube link. I've actually had some parents tell me that, like, if they're home and their Wi-Fi is not the best, their kids can more easily watch a YouTube link than a Google Drive link. I'm not sure if that's a little more compressed file and it just takes less Wi-Fi or bandwidth, I don't know, to watch a YouTube, but it takes less, I think, to watch a YouTube than a Google Drive file. So if you start doing this a lot, I would recommend publishing straight to YouTube and then sharing out the YouTube link as opposed to sharing your Google Drive link. Both will work. However, like I said, I've just had some parents say that they prefer a YouTube link. And it's super easy. You just click it and it publishes it. You get like all your privacy settings right there in this. It's super simple to use. So again, I think this is great. This is a great way for you to continue your instruction when kids are at home. Like I said, if you've got any kind of a lesson you want to do with them, you can talk to them in your own voice, use your own words. Your expectations are clear and, straight from you to them. I love it. I also love the option of, we talked about Edpuzzle a couple of weeks ago. I would love for a teacher to create their Screencastify and have a video, then put it into Edpuzzle and pause and have those questions along the way. I think that it would just be the most awesome, lesson right there. Totally teacher, but then you got the student engagement and the student participation just all in one. That's called like an app smash. You're smashing up Screencastify with Edpuzzle. So give that a try. Screencastify, I promise, is easy. If you're not comfortable with the webcam at first, just shut it off and just have your voice talking in the background. If you have any questions about this, let me know. I hope you try it. I promise it's easy. And let me know how it goes. Thanks.